glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. High stakes and a history of crowning national champions. Both of these teams ready to go as you take a live look at Glendale, one of the great stadiums anywhere for football, and we're set to tee it up in the Fiesta Bowl. We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
Today, we bring you the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl and what looks to be a high-energy matchup. Before we head down to the field for the coin toss, we'd like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke tastes, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. The pregame festivities are over, and we're just about set to get this game underway. He really got a hold of that kick. And they can forget about returning this one. So let's see what the offense can do as they come out onto the field. Oh, and he had some steam on that throw. And he's taken down at the 30-yard line. The Trojans have a lot at stake here, including some possible record-breaking performances. Records and stats are great, but I think to a man, these players say, let's win the game first, and then any accolades we get along with it, that'd be great. From their own 30-yard line, second down. Quick throw.
Excellent execution on one side of the ball that time. And it looks to me like the defense was in a little state of confusion. Let's see if they can pull themselves together.
Brought down at the 44. Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Great job by the defense at getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
Caught. Enough for the first down. He's taken down at about the 29-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 29-yard line. Tackle made at about the 15-yard line. And for Freeman, he gets another huge milestone in receiving yardage. 1,500 for the season.
He can catch the ball downfield or behind the line of scrimmage. Either way, he's going to make something big happen.
He's hit and taken down.
Boy, this is just outstanding execution by the quarterback and the wide receiver. I mean, you look at that throw and you think, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You're throwing that into coverage. But only he knows the confidence that he has in his wide receiver to have the ability to come down with the football for that first down. That's big time there between the quarterback and the wide receiver.
They'll bring him down at the 4. Just nowhere for the ball carrier to go as the linebacker met him in the backfield.
Boy, what great play recognition by this linebacker. He saw the run was coming, and he just shot through the gap and made a great tackle.
Second down, goal to go. 4 yards out. Quick strike to the back, no good. This is the 10th play of the drive. They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Beard, right side, touchdown, Trojans. And he tacks on the extra point.
So a 10-play, 75-yard drive, and a touchdown's the result.
So our score, 7-0. They line up to kick this one away. Excellent kick. He's to the 20, and he's tackled at the 23. There's a flag down, and it looks like this one's coming back.
Personal foul. Clipping. Receiving team.
That one's going to put him way back.
You just can't block a player from behind like that, or it's going to cost you.
The quarterback brings his troops out onto the field for the first drive of the game. Tackled after a decent pickup.
That's a gain of 4. That makes it 2nd and 6.
And he's level at the 13. It's 3rd and 9. Ball on the 13. And he's tackled around the 20-yard line. So the offense fails to pick up a first down. Moore is the punter. Beard fields it at the 38.
The last time out, they were able to pick up big chunks of yards through the air. You wonder if they'll go back to that same strategy, or will they start to lean a little bit more on their ground game?
Orange 3, Orange, go!
He's tackled at the 37-yard line.
The receiver was pretty much blanketed, but when you have as accurate an arm as this young man, you can get away with riskier passes sometimes.
From the 37-yard line, it's first down. Troy up 7 points. Nice run, and he's brought down.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none. They don't want none of this.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Fires out to his receiver. And down he goes around the 25-yard line. So they'll pick up a first down there on a 7-yard completion.
And how about the poise of this quarterback to locate his receiver, pass the sticks, and get him the ball? That was a great throw.
From the 25-yard line, first down. He launches one for the end zone. And it's picked off. It's the safety.
The defense really cranked up the heat there. Give those guys all the credit for forcing a desperation pass.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Loss of 4 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 15.
We've got a 2nd and 14. Ball on the 16-yard line. And he just gets rid of it.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
3rd down and 14 to go. Ball on their own 16. They come out in a 5-wide set. Tackle right around the 30. And they make the stop, the 39-yard line.
That brings it 2nd and 9.
They'll drop him for a loss.
That'll make it 3rd and 1.
He's gobbled up in the backfield.
If these defenders continue to exploit the O-line like that, it's going to be a long day for this running back.
Moore is waiting for the snap. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Oh, man, he took him down hard. An interception cut this offense last drive short, so I think they're going to be looking for a little more success right here.
He's got a lot of time to forget about that last pick. He's just got to stick to the game plan.
Throws into coverage, just picked off. And he's taken down at the 40. From the 40-yard line, 1st down. He breaks it. Gains his way to the 26-yard line. He makes it out maybe to the 26-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
He lets it go. Makes the catch and gets out of bounds.
I'll tell you something. I'm loving this quarterback's confidence more and more as this game goes on. He's really throwing the ball with some purpose.
incomplete, wanted his receiver. He caught it, but failed to get that one necessary foot in.
That's an outstanding catch, and he just missed making a big-time play.
They're at the 6. Second down. Gets to about the 5-yard line.
Call the game at 1 yard. That makes it 3rd and goal.
Where's 52? Black 52. 52's the mic. Check.
And a quick throw. And he tackles him hard at the 5-yard line.
Griffin on the tackle at the 5-yard line.
So at the end of one, Troy leads it 7-0. And we're ready for more football here in quarter number 2.
Like that.
Kicks away, and he got it. Iowa to kick. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 10. Tackle at the 13-yard line. With 1 quarter down, I really haven't seen too much separation between these two squads. Might be neck and neck the whole way. Troy is up 4. Throws to the receiver, incomplete.
Number 88 is the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line. Quick release. Oh, had it knocked down. He threw that to a guy who was well covered, and it almost got intercepted.
Yeah, he's very lucky. That ball was only tipped.
Third down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 13. Troy holds a 4-point lead. Fires out quick. It's picked off. Loose football. It's picked up by the defense. They'll bring him down at about the 13. And for Robbins, it seems like he's been listening to the opponent's huddle all year long, and it could lead to a new school record.
It's fun to watch this guy read the quarterback's eyes. He knows their routes as well as they do, and that's why he makes all these plays.
There hasn't been too much daylight between these two teams. In games like this, some players try to press too much, and that can cause mistakes. Pass right, running back's got it. He's taken down the 7-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brought down right around the 10-yard line.
When you're an option quarterback, you get used to getting popped pretty quickly. He'll bounce right back up.
Third down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 10-yard line. He's got it. Touchdown. Trying to go up by 3. They'll kick the extra point. And he converts the extra point. Iowa gets set to kick this one away. Sends it sailing downfield. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. A quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. Throws complete. He's got room to work. He's knocked out of bounds at the 43. And for Hills, his receiving yardage totals all season have been off the charts.
Over the course of an entire year, you're going to take some shots when you catch as many passes as he does. But he's always been able to bounce back for more yards.
From their own 43-yard line, it's first down. Oh, great catch. The 10. Touchdown, Troy. And for Wallace, he's having one of this team's best passing seasons ever.
It's been a terrific campaign for this young man from day one. Breaking that record would be quite an honor.
And he tacks on the extra point. A quick 2-play, 75-yard drive. And a touchdown's a result.
Well, Brad, right now this offense is hot. And they also took advantage of some mistakes there by the defense.
So our score, 14-10. He just drills this one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Well, this has been a fun game to watch, going back and forth and back and forth. It's almost like watching a tennis match here. Whoever has the ball last, my guess, will be the team that wins it.
Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Swings it out left to the halfback. He gets hit out of bounds at the 40-yard line. tackled at the 48. So he keeps it, and he gets a big first down.
The quarterback made a very good decision here not to pitch. He saw a break in the defense and just hit it for a big gain.
He's at the 40. He's at the 30. To the 10. And they finally tackle him at the 2. Touchdown, Iowa!
So the kicker will line up here and try to give his team a 3-point lead with this extra point.
Iowa holds just a 2-point lead. And he adds the extra point.
A 4-play, 76-yard drive, and they add 7 points to the scoreboard.
You know, you always prepare your offense to think that we're going to have some success. These guys got to be coming over the sidelines after touchdown saying, man, I didn't expect it to be this easy.
Excellent kick. And they can forget about returning this one.
Well, this is turning into a shootout here. Now, remember, the last time we saw this offense out in the field, they answered the bell and scored a touchdown. Can they do that now a second time?
Well, they got the result you always want on the last drive. Let's see if it happens again.
It was a really nice drive, too, Brad. The quarterback got into a nice rhythm and did a good job of picking apart the defense.
Ball is loose, fumble. Picks up the loose ball. Tackle made at about the 49. And that's exactly what this defense was looking for.
Yeah, that fumble gives these guys some added life. Now let's see if they can capitalize off of it. The last time we saw this offense on the field, they drove the length of the field. And you think back to what that defensive coordinator tried to do. He tried to change some things up, but nothing seemed to work. It's going to be interesting to see how he can have an impact on this drive.
That was a good play by the halfback. Picked up about 5 yards on the option.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Switch, switch, switch.
And they make the stop at the 47-yard line.
That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 41.
Iowa is up by 3. He breaks a second tackle. Tackle right the 39-yard line. And he stopped behind the line. So they wrapped him up before he could get anything going.
Yeah, there was nothing there on that option.
It's second down now and 14 to go.
Ball on the 43. Slides down.
That's a gain of 4 on the play. That brings us 3rd and 10.
Here they come. Gets it out quickly. And down he goes.
Around the 32-yard line.
It looks like they're going to try for the long field goal. Kicks up. And the kicking team goes to the sideline very disappointed. So the score is still 17-14, Iowa. This offense was infected by the turnover bug their last time out. Let's see if they can hold on to the ball here.
So much in football is about how you respond to adversity. Moving forward after a turnover is a perfect example of that.
Gain of 1 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 9.
Second and 9. Ball on the 33-yard line. Complete. He's got room. And he's taken down at the 48-yard line.
Gain of 15 on the play. First down.
Fires incomplete. That one sailed on it.
He wanted his receiver, but I think that may have slipped out of his hands.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 48. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
And he's tackled at the 35-yard line.
Robbins is a tackle at the 35-yard line. That makes it 1st and 10.
Throws it into coverage, and it's intercepted.
Robbins is the interception.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 26-yard line. Iowa is up a field goal. Rifles it left. Incomplete. Almost picked off.
Boy, Brad, this guy drops an interception. And what's ironic about that from going to the meetings the other day is that this guy's been telling the coaches he wants to play some wide receiver. You wonder why you're not playing wide receiver? Because you can't catch the ball as a defensive back.
Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. Fires quickly, and he's got his man. They'll bring him down at the 43-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 31 yards. First down.
5 wide. There's a strike complete. He's taken down around the 17-yard line. So on first down, they go to the air and pick up huge yardage.
Well, that was just a well-executed play. They picked a perfect time to stretch the defense with a passing play, and it worked.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 17. They go to the left for a nice gain. Davis gets 7 yards on the play. Iowa is going to have to use their second time out of the half.
Check three.
And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That makes it 1st and goal.
takes the PAT. A nice 6-play, 74-yard drive, and that's good for a touchdown.
I think the big thing there, Brad, is that they were able to execute the passing game. When you can get big plays and great execution, obviously you're going to move the ball down the field.
He's to the 10. They'll bring him down at the 20.
And for Wallace, it's been one of those days he'd like to forget.
Well, it may seem obvious right now, but if you don't take care of the football, you're just not going to win many football games.
Well, let's see if he can shake off that pick that he tossed last time out.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Incomplete, and that wasn't the greatest pass in the world.
Well, I don't know how anybody can throw a great pass while getting drilled like that.
It's 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 20-yard line. That's a great tackle at the 8-yard line.
Loss of 12 yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
So the sack makes this 3rd and very long. They come out in a 5-wide set. Brought down
Right around the 32-yard line.
When you can move the ball downfield in big chunks like that, you've got the defense right where you want it.
The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation.
And he's hit immediately.
That makes it 1st and 10.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide.
Got a man in and out of his hands.
These guys, especially in the secondary, really get after it and can make life hard for the play callers on the other side of the ball.
2nd down, 10 to go.
Ball on the 46-yard line. And he's level at the 47. Troy will take a timeout. That's their first of the half.
Boy, Brad, that was a big hit on the quarterback. I'm going to be interested to see how he responds from this hit and whether or not he comes after his offensive linemen and challenges them to start playing a little bit better.
Well, as they take a look at that injury on the sideline, let's see what this backup can do at quarterback.
Once and all, going deep.
Picked off by the senior.
Boy, just when it looked like they had a chance to get right back into this game, they throw the interception. Now, it's still early. Let's see if their defense can bail them out.
First and 10.
Ball on the 5-yard line.
The Trojans quarterback down there on the sideline. He was injured earlier. He means so much to this team. And right now, it looks like he's maybe going to be able to get back in the game. Doesn't look like he's in that much pain, so we'll hope so. The Trojans are going to call their 2nd timeout. Backup quarterback into the game now to call the signals.
He's to the 10. Across the 30. The 50. Inside the 30. The 10.
He'll take it all the way for the touchdown. He splits the uprights with the extra point. A quick 2-play, 95-yard drive. And they put up 7 points.
Boy, that is scoring in a hurry. This offense is looking more and more explosive.
And that'll do it for the first half. Still plenty of football to be played. 31-14, Iowa.
All right, Reese, David, thanks, guys. Just about set to start the third quarter.
Jones set to return.
Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive. The Hawkeyes saw one of their key guys go down earlier, but it looks like he might be able to get back in the action. Runs right for a nice gain.
Good for a gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Scrambling around. He's to the 40. He's tackled right around the 46-yard line. They'll make the sack. And for Nichols, that's his 5th sack of the season.
I'll tell you what, this guy seems to give maximum effort on every play. He is so hard to keep off the quarterback.
We've got a 2nd and 11. Ball on the 44-yard line. He fights forward to about the 46.
That'll make it 3rd and 9.
Throws it in a hurry. And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
That'll make it 4th and 2.
Beard back deep to return. So this one goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. And he's tackled right away.
Gain of 8 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go. Makes it to the 37.
Good, solid running right there. Getting past the defensive lineman and into the secondary before he could be stopped.
Pulls it in, and he's in the open field.
It's a great job here by the quarterback of recognizing the outside linebacker blitz and delivering the football for a 1st down.
First and 10. Ball on the 49. He's hit and taken down. Slings it. He's got 300 yards passing now.
This young man really works at it, and it's always a boost to see that hard work reflected in the box score. He should be very pleased.
But so far, it still hasn't been enough as these guys are still losing this game. From the 39-yard line, it's first down. Going deep, lays it out there. Incomplete.
Was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it second and 10.
He's got it out to his tight end.
I think it was a great play call, and it was very well executed. Any coach would be happy with that kind of outcome on a first or second down play.
It's third down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks.
94 is the light. 94 is the light. I got you, punk.
Hey, it's a first down for this offense that keeps everybody enthusiastic. You can see the momentum that this offense is gaining. The coaches and the players on the sideline are fired up, and hey, it's a new set of downs.
And this is the 8th play of the drive.
Watch the run, watch the run.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 26. He's got to throw it in a hurry.
It's a bad play overall by the offense. The quarterback's doing everything he can to be able to make the play work and try to execute. The problem is the offensive line did not do a good job protecting him. They're very fortunate that ball wasn't intercepted.
This is the 10th play of this drive. Tosses out to the tailback on the screen. And they make the stop at the 14.
Called gain 12 yards. That makes it first and 10.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 14-yard line. Touchdown, and it ain't over yet. And he hits the PAT. So an 11-play, 80-yard drive, and a touchdown's a result.
You know, when you can throw the football as well as these guys can, you don't necessarily always have to have a balanced attack because you're so proficient in throwing the ball.
Harris is lined up to kick this one off. And he got all of this one. Great kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. We're about set to start things up again.
Watch 98, watch 98, 98's the light.
And a quick throw. And he's taken down at the 30-yard line.
That's a D foul on the play. That brings him second and 5.
Watch 98, watch 98, 98's the light. Check 4, check 4. He's coming,
He has some room. He takes it right side for a good gain.
That's a D 7. First down.
Makes it out to maybe the 40-yard line.
That makes it second and 6.
Watch 98, watch 98, 98's the light.
the 32.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
You know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 47. And he's tackled at about the 43-yard line.
Think about the speed and instincts it takes for a linebacker to get from his position into the backfield to make a play like that. That's well done.
Nice run up the middle. Davis gains about 5 yards on the run. Almost intercepted.
I like the scheme the defensive coordinator came up with here. They were all over the place on that play and left the quarterback nowhere to throw it.
Moore is waiting for the snap. Flag down, and I'm not sure when it was thrown. Let's find out.
Personal foul. Clipping. Receiving team.
That one's going to put him way back.
You just can't block a player from behind like that, or it's going to cost you.
From their own 9-yard line. 1st down. And they get nice yardage on that run.
That brings them 2nd and 5.
Got it. Complete. He's out of bounds.
Good job here by the receiver to look the ball in and ensure he had possession. That's the right way to catch a pass.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 30. Looks for his running back, incomplete.
Not a great throw by the quarterback, but to be fair, that was pretty good coverage.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Pulls it in, 1st down, and he's knocked out of bounds.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Over the middle. And down he goes around the 23-yard line.
That's again 26 on the ball. 1st down.
From the 23-yard line. 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Throws it, and it's tipped away.
Number 83, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
And he's sacked. Great penetration to get in there and sack the quarterback.
That'll bring up 3rd and 9.
And this is still anyone's ball game as we head into the final quarter of play. 31-21, Hawkeyes. All right, we're just about set to start action here again in the fourth quarter. Fires out quickly to the tailback. He's at the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, big play. Trying to get within a field goal. They'll try the point after. He makes the PAT. So that's an 8-play, 92-yard drive. And it's good for 7 points.
And, Brad, you're going to move the ball at will when you're able to execute the pass game like that. Those big plays eventually are going to lead you to touchdowns.
Harris ready to kick. He really got a hold of that kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. So early in the fourth quarter in a very, very tight football game, and the game could hinge on this possession. Iowa holds a field goal lead. Here he goes. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. And he tacks on the extra point. Moore gets set to kick this one away. Excellent kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. Troy's been doing special things on offense all season long, and not today. That's not what we've been expecting.
This has been a shocker. These guys have had their way with almost every defense all year long. You come in expecting the same thing, and they lay an egg. Boy, I didn't expect to see this at all.
It's going to be interesting to see how the action shakes out in this series. Brought down at the 34. They'll bring him down around the 48-yard line.
That's a gain of 14 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10. Ball on their own 48. Fires to his receiver. First down.
That makes it first and 10.
Gets out to around the 18.
Gain of 17 yards. First down.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 18-yard line. Under heavy pressure, scrambling around. He's tackled right around the 16-yard line.
That's a gain of 2 on the play. That brings up second and 9.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
Gaining 4 yards. That'll bring up third and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on third down. He's taken down just outside the goal line. And a big run on third down.
Anytime you can move the ball like this, you're putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. A short yardage defense here. Touchdown, Trojans. The draw within a field goal. And he adds the extra point. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Nice kick, plenty of distance. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
This is my kind of game. We're getting a chance to see so many touchdowns. I just wonder if this offense can continue the flow that we've seen from the previous 3 series.
Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're one play away from a very different ball game. Iowa is up a field goal. He's got all day. Wants to go long and does. And a great catch downfield. Tackle around the 29-yard line. Passes left, gets it out to the halfback. Inside the 10. He'll take it all the way for the touchdown. Don't get too excited at home, folks, because I think this one is coming back. Here it is.
Little stumbles like these can kill your offensive progress.
From the 33-yard line, it's first down. He laterals. Knocked out of bounds at about the 27-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
Tackle made around the 24-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
He tackles him for a loss.
That's a loss of 1 yard. That brings us 4th and 7.
They're going to try a long field goal here. Iowa has a 3-point lead. It has the distance, and it's good. And he's got to be happy about that kick.
Oh, no question. This kid is just a solid kicker.
Our score after the field goal, Iowa 41, Troy 35. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And they can forget about returning this one. The thing you got going for you defensively, you know your offense is doing their job. You just have to do yours.
Yeah, I think one time you have to be able to go out there on the field together and look around and say, guys, I know we're not playing well, but just one stop. The way our offense is playing, if we can come up with one stop, we can win this game.
He's going to try and scramble. Got the corner. And they push him out around the 28-yard line. from their own 28-yard line. Second down. Hand off to the left. He's to the 40. He's at midfield. And they make the stop around the 38-yard line.
That makes it first and 10.
He fights forward to about the 36. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
Just a great job here by the defender of timing the hit and getting him down.
From the 36-yard line, it's second down. Just over 2 minutes in the game. Beard on the handoff. He makes it to the 35-yard line.
That's a D run on the play. That makes it 3rd and 7.
Quick throw out to the receiver. He's knocked out of bounds around the 21-yard line.
14 yards. First down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 21.
Check, check. Disco Raver. Disco Raver.
And he's taken down at the 18-yard line.
Call it a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Check, check, pick it up. 94 screen.
Screen pass. He's got his halfback. And he's tackled at about the 15-yard line.
Number 54 on the tackle at the 15-yard line. 3rd down.
So it's 3rd down now, and they're going to need about 4. Well, you can see the elation on the defensive coordinator's side of things, and why not? His defense just came up with one of the biggest stops of the game in a vital spot in this 4th quarter. Troy will take a timeout. That's their first of the half. So they're going to go for it here. Hines takes a handoff. And that sets them up with a 1st and goal. And this is the 10th play of the drive. Defense stacked in tight here. And we're all tied up. Trying to take the lead. Here's the extra point. And he hits the PAT. And with time winding down, they probably won't let this return man field the ball. He just drills this one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. This has been a great game, and it all comes down to this. Who can prevail, the offense or the defense? We're about to find out who's going to win it in this drive. Halfback's got it on the quick throw. And he's level at the 29-yard line. They get 4 yards on that pass play.
You know, little passes like this force the defense to start to come up. Then you can see an offense take their chances downfield later to take advantage of the defense starting to cheat up.
It's second down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 29-yard line. Quick throw. He's at midfield. That tackle just sealed the deal. It's final, a close one to the very end. Troy, 42, Iowa, 41. So, Kirk, how would you sum up the action in this one?
Well, this one really could have gone either way. Iowa played a good game out there, but they needed to make 1 or 2 more big plays, and they couldn't do it. Who knows? Another couple of minutes, and this one may have gone the other way.
And for Hines, his superb play merits the honor of player of the game. For Troy, they continue an above-average year, upping their record to 9-4. And for the Hawkeyes, they drop below 500 on the season with today's loss.